Alright, so here's a generic rubric. Now, this rubric will be adapted for each specific essay, um, but the basic tenets of the rubric will continue to be the same. So let's look at those. First, it's thesis. Second, it's organization. Third, it's balance. Fourth, it's evidence. And then fifth, it's air. Think of like Shakespeare. To be. Alright, that's terrible. So moving on anyway though, let's talk about each of these in particular and look at how it moves from an 8 to a 4. I am stopping at a 4 because I do not want you to score below a 4. And if you score a 4, you're above the national average. So let's look at thesis first. Well, to get a 4, it needs to be explicit. In other words, it needs to be really clear what you're going to say, what your opinions are, and what you feel about that topic, about that prompt. Okay? Now, to move from a 4 to a 6 to an 8, it depends on how much you respond to the question. Okay, so a 4, and I've seen some of these, you have an opinion that you're going to make, but it's not really responding to what the question asks. And then to get that 8 or 9, you're really hitting exactly what the question is asking. Okay, all that the question is asking. Okay, now as far as organization, needs to be clear and you need to follow it and it needs to be effective. Okay, this one is probably one, if you're, you at this point should have your essay writing down well enough to where you can just write your essay, have a thesis statement, like I said, in an introduction, give a little bit of background, topic, sentence, evidence, and then interpretation or link, right? So you're giving your evidence and you're explaining your evidence and you're following that pattern and you're able to prove your point, then you're going to be good on this, right? A 2 or 3 is where it looks like you're just kind of writing things down and you have no idea kind of where you're going from one place to the next. If you don't know where you're going, then your reader is not going to know where they're going and you're not going to get those points. Now let's look at balance. Balance is something that we have really struggled in. So for instance, I'm going to take the DBQ that you did over the weekend. The DBQ asks you to analyze the perspective of soldiers and society in the years on about World War I in Britain from the years 1914 to 1941. So to get that balance, you need to talk about both soldiers and society, okay, which is something many of you struggled in. You also should be talking about not just during the war, but during the war and after the war, okay, because it gives you the year all the way to 1941. And so to get that balance, you need to give about equal amount of space and effort into describing both, okay? And so that's what you need to get an 8 or 9. It needs to be well balanced. And you need to spend some time on each section. So if this, you would need to spend time of what are soldiers' perspectives on the war, what is society's perspective on the war. For a 6, you need to have talked about both, but you can spend more time, let's say, on soldiers than you do on society. Where a 4 or a 5, there's some topics are suggested, but you really don't you might have mentioned society or you use the word society somewhere, but you never really talk about society. And a 2 or 3, you might be missing some of the topics. Okay, this is an important thing. This is a very important one that they notice and they pay attention to. Okay, the next topic is your evidence. To get an 8 or 9 for every assertion, or think of assertions as your topic sentence, for each one you use multiple pieces of evidence. For 6 or 7, you have at least one piece of evidence for each topic sentence, or each assertion. Each thing you're trying to say, you have evidence to back it up. And a 4 or 5, you have, most of the things you say have some evidence. Okay. The problem is a lot of people write their essays by writing just off the top of their head. They have things to say, so they might say something like, the Renaissance was a period of time that really emphasized classic literature, and then they don't give any evidence of that. That's not evidence. That's you can't say that that's not a good thing to use as far as an example of the Renaissance. If you're going to say that, you got to back it up with, and this is evidenced by their love of Cicero as well as their the Neoplatonism that you found in the Florentine Academy. Okay, so you got to use specific evidence to back up what you say. So it may not necessarily have to be just a topic sentence, but it can be anything that you say. You got to back it up with evidence. You can't just say things. Okay, and a lot of people, when they write their essay, they're just kind of giving any bits of thoughts that they have or what their teachers told them, but they don't have evidence. You got to use specific people, specific things from history. Okay. And a 2 or 3, you're not using much evidence at all. You're kind of just talking. Okay, and then errors. Okay, don't say something if you don't know that it's right. All right, because if you make a bunch of errors, you're just lowering your score. Okay, you need to talk about things and use evidence, but you can't be making mistakes. Okay, you can't throw things in that are wrong. I had someone do a essay last time on Renaissance women, and they were talking about Emmeline Pankhurst as a Renaissance woman when she came about 350 years later. You know, you have to use correct information, and the more errors you use and the more that they detract from what you're saying. So if it's a small error, you can get away with it, but if it's an error where it goes, whoa, what is that person saying? They don't know what they're talking about. You automatically move from an 8 to a 9 if it's an error that they really notice. Okay, so as you're writing your essay, just remember to be. Okay, if it's to be, it's to be. It's got to have a thesis, organization, balance, evidence, and it should have no errors. Okay, that's the not to be. All right, so good luck, and let's get working on an essay FRQ right now.